Hello? Is someone there?
Gotcha, Sonny!
Ew, gross! This toothpaste tastes like eggs and vinegar.
Actually, it's eggs, vinegar, and fish oil.
What happened to the yummy minty stuff we usually use?
I threw out all the products in the house that are environmentally unfriendly and replaced them with natural remedies like my homemade toothpaste. Pretty impressive, huh?
Ugh, impressive? Try stinky.
Not to mention extremely unfriendly to our environment.
Come on, it's not that bad. And it's way cheaper than the fancy organic stuff they sell in the stores. Huh?
Uh-oh, sounds like your homemade gunk just clogged up the sink.
Something tells me that isn't a clog. It's a whoop. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Morning, Spiez. Let's cut right to the chase. I've brought you here to tell you about a strange event that's been reported in Peru.
What kind of strange event?
A volcano that's been quiet... for over 100 years has suddenly begun showing signs of activity.
That's not too weird. My science teacher said dormant volcanoes sometimes come back to life.
True, but this volcano isn't dormant. It's extinct, which makes the event particularly odd.
No worries. We'll go to Europe and check it out right away.
Thank you, Lee. Though last time I checked, Peru was in South America.
Oh, that Peru.
Okay, enough with the boring stuff. Let's get to the fun part.
Very well, then. Here is your gear. The portable tractor beam,
Neato! I can lift twice my body weight.
the stealthy paper airplane tracking device, just aim it at your target and allow it to do the rest,
Very intriguing.
and the super expanding athletic wristband in a hip, street-savvy, titanium-covered terry cloth. And last but not least, I have the Pull No Punches atomic breath mint.
What does it do, Jer?
And if it works correctly, it should freshen up that frightful breath of yours. Cheerio!
Looks like we've reached our destination, Spies. Now all we have to do is find the volcano.
Just a guess, but I think we're close.
Or maybe we just time travel to nighttime. Well, it could happen.
Okay, reality check. We should be worrying about what all this smoke's gonna do to the rainforest.
We'll have to worry about that later, sis, before this whole mission literally blows up on us.
Yeesh, why do our missions always have to be so grimy?
Too bad Jerry didn't provide us with dirt-repellent spy suits.
Don't worry, guys. I've got just the thing to clean you up.
Ugh, what is this stuff?
A homemade soap made of eco-friendly slug slime. You like?
Like? Are you kidding? I'm itchier than a wool sock.
Uh-oh. Double uh-oh.
Lee?
Buddy, where'd you go?
Down here. Guess my spy boots need their 50,000-mile tune-up.
Don't sweat it, bro. The portable tractor beam and I will save you.
Ah, Tony!
Oh, nice going, T. With the rock caught in the beam, it surpassed its 150-pound capacity.
Unless you want me extra crispy, now might be a good time for some spy teamwork.
Right.
You got it.
Say no more.
Thanks, Spies. You totally saved my bacon.
No props. That's what brothers and sisters are for.
Huh? Hey, what's that thing?
Our clue appears to be some kind of homemade earthquake machine.
And let me guess, you think it caused the eruption?
Only one way to find out for sure. Deactivate it and send it to Jer for analysis.
Hey, guys, check this out.
Whoa, looks like some kind of monster jewel.
An emerald, actually. And from the cut of it, it came from an old-fashioned ring, which means it's officially whoop-worthy.
Well, you better snag it fast, because if we don't want to be late for class, we gotta get out of here and off to school.
Okay, clerks, what have we got?
A serious case of the hungries. My stomach is in big-time rumble mode.
Mine too. I haven't eaten all morning.
I was talking about the mission, because other than a weird machine and a giant emerald, we really didn't come up with much.
So, who's ready for a post-whoop pizza party?
Forget it, Eco Girl. We're not falling for any more of your tricks.
Yeah, the last thing I want to chow for lunch is soy vegetables and a cardboard crust.
I promise you, it's just a regular pizza. No fish oil, no slug slime, no funny stuff.
In that case, it does smell pretty good. Thanks, Megan.
You're welcome. And here's some napkins for you to wipe up with.
Hey, what's going on?
I convinced Principal Shields to use eco-friendly napkins in the caf. These are made from 100% recycled printer cartridges, which maybe wasn't such a hot idea.
What are you losers laughing at?
Hey, Jerry, how's it going?
I analyzed the clues you sent me, and I need to see you immediately.
Whoa, where are we going in such a hurry, Jer?
To find one of the world's most notorious criminals. She's been reported missing from the Whoop Assisted Living Facility, and the DNA on the stone you found shows she's recently been in Peru.
Assisted living facility? Isn't that where old folks go?
Yes, but be warned, when it comes to this villain, age is no indication of ability. Spies, meet the Granny. I assure you, the Granny is no joke. She's a former bank robber and a master of deceit. And what's more, she's armed and dangerous.
Armed with what? Knitting needle nunchucks?
Actually, yes. And she has two accomplices working with her, Bubby and Papa. Spies, this is serious. No more giggling.
So, where can we find her, sir?
I don't know, but there's been a report of another strange event. A smog cloud appearing over the city of Calgary. You need to check it out right away. These nuclear-powered Whoop hovercycles should help you out.
Awesome! It's times like this I love being a spy.
Yeah!
Oh, man, Jerry wasn't kidding. This is one major smog cloud.
Which means we should get ready for a speech from Do-Goody Megan.
I won't give you a speech, but I will give you this. It's just the thing to help you breathe better.
Hey, this actually smells good, and my cough totally went away.
Yeah, it's great until it starts to burn. What is this stuff?
It's made of eucalyptus with just a touch of cayenne pepper.
Now I'll never be able to grow a mustache.
Fine, like activating the oxygen function on our hover helmets.
Much better. Now, let's see what my MP-COM has to say about this smog. Huh, looks like it's man-made.
Whoa, Brain Shop, how could you possibly know that?
Because, based on the shape of the smog cloud, it's being generated from one source.
Ding, ding, ding! Ladies and gentlemen, we've found the hunk o' junk that's creating the smog!
I bet whoever put it here is the same person who made that volcano erupt. Way to save the ozone, Megan! Now, let's see what our brothers are up to. Hey, guys, find any clues?
Nope, nothing here but a park bench, a garbage can, and a piece of bright yellow fuzz.
You mean bright yellow fuzz like the sweater the Granny was wearing in that photo Jer showed us?
Hey, you're right. It's the exact same lemony sunny color, which means she can't be far away.
Hold your horses, T. You better scan the fuzz to be sure.
Bingo! The fuzz contains the Granny's DNA.
Then it's official. The old girl's totally involved.
According to the Whoop database, while she was in the assisted living facility, she took classes in environmental engineering.
More like evil environmental engineering. So, how are we gonna find her?
Easy, follow the fuzz.
Well, gang,
So far, it looks like our evil plan is working perfectly.
I'll have to take your word for it, Granny. With my cataracts acting up, I can't see a thing.
That's not your cataracts, Papa. You left your glasses on top of your head again.
Huh, so I did. Thanks, puppy.
Either Calgary is filled with old people on scooters, or I just spotted our bad guys.
Come on, Spies. Let's take these geezers down.
Okay, but be careful. They're so cute.
Looks like the jig is up, fogies. We got spies on our tail.
Then hold on tight, cause I'm putting the pedal to the metal.
Woohoo! Nothing like a little missile launching to keep you young.
Okay, the granny and her friends just went from so cute to way scary.
How about a little laser beam action, kiddies?
Okay, knitting needle nunchuck suddenly not so funny.
Whoa, Jerry wasn't kidding. That granny is one fierce lady.
Score one for the gray-haired folks. She may have given us the slip, but she hasn't gotten away.
Way to show that blue-haired menace who's boss.
I better tell Jer to send a new vehicle. Otherwise, we're going to be tracking the granny on foot. Looks like the stealthy paper airplane tracking device is leading us straight toward Florida.
We needed a Whoop gadget to tell us that. Florida's like a magnet for old people.
Speaking of old people, we ought to visit Nana and Grampy when the mission's over. I really miss them. Hey, Dad, what's happening?
Oh, nothing. Just checking in to see what you crazy kids are up to.
Up to? Oh, we're not up to anything.
Yeah, nothing exciting going on at all. Just a dull, ordinary day.
By the way, do you have any idea what happened to my favorite cologne? I can't find it anywhere.
Ooh, sorry, Dad. We're losing reception. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, nice digs. Guess all that bank robbing really paid off for the old granny.
So, how are we gonna get in?
Easy. We turn the skylight into a spylight.
Whoa, it's like a sauna in here. My pores are pouring.
Tell me about it. I'm sweating more than I do at football practice.
Forget the heat. Are you catching that whiff? It smells just like snickerdoodles. Yummy!
Tony, no!
No fair. Cookies are supposed to be used for good, not evil.
Speaking of evil, we're totally trapped, as in no doors or windows.
Okay, not what I want to hear. As the largest spy, I'm way closet-phobic.
I think you mean claustrophobic. Unless you're really afraid of the place you keep your clothes.
I don't know which I mean, but what I do know is small spaces make me sweat even more than hot ones.
Hey guys, get a load of this Technofest.
Wow, for a dinosaur, the granny sure is hip.
I'll say, from her man-made volcano to her Insta-Smog, it looks like she's trying to accelerate global warming.
But why would she want to do that? I mean, hello, bad for the planet.
It may be bad for the planet, whippersnappers, but it's good for us. Wow, for people with stiff hips, you sure are nimble. Thanks, Sonny. I did a lot of gym work in the slammer. And you're much younger than those other girly spies Whoop said after us.
Okay, Granny, enough small talk. Why are you and your crazy crew trying to warm up the Earth?
Because old people don't like being cold. And after years of that chilly Whoop-assisted living facility, we thought we'd heat things up a bit.
But won't it be kind of hard to enjoy the heat when the whole planet melts?
We don't care about that. We just want to have fun and warm our aching bones. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And to seal the deal, I'm gonna create a supersized hurricane over the Pacific. I don't get it. What does a hurricane have to do with warming the world?
The bigger the storm, the more hot air it draws from the ocean. And when the air blasts upward, it'll heat again, making the planet nice and toasty.
Not if we can help it. And this time, we're not gonna let your cuteness distract us.
How about my dentures?
A metal cage? Isn't that a little old-fashioned?
But if you'd like a little extra restraint, try my super sucking support hose.
You're the meanest granny I've ever met.
Sorry, Sonny. I guess I've gotten a little cranky in my old age.
This isn't good, Spies. We've got to do something fast before our wrists are completely flattened.
It's no use. This stuff won't budge. It's more stubborn than the granny herself.
Then maybe we need to give it a little extra push.
Coolio!
Not so coolio. If that thing doesn't slow down, we'll be smooshed against the sides of the cage.
If only there was a way for us to slip through the bars.
We could try this.
But what is it?
An environmentally friendly shampoo I made from Brussels sprouts.
Unless we want taken out by super expanding athletic wristband to be the way we end our spy careers, what choice do we have?
Either all that hair-raising spy action got to me, or it's way hotter now than it was before.
According to the Whoop global thermometer, the Earth's overall temp has already shot up, which means we need to locate the granny now.
I'm no geography whiz, but the ocean's a big place. It could take us forever to find her.
Or maybe not. On account of we're headed right for a mega hurricane.
Spies, I have some urgent news. The planet's temperature is reaching dangerous levels. If you don't stop the granny now, the effects of her evil plot may be irreversible.
No worries, boss. We're one step ahead of you.
Glad to hear it. Is that Brussels sprouts I smell? Perhaps it's time for more Pull No Punches atomic breath mints.
It isn't our breath, Jer. It's our skin.
In that case, the only thing that'll save you is a hot shower. Carry on.
Note to self, spy boots not made for extreme flying conditions.
The SS Golden Years. Now that's what I call a fitting name. Looks like we're in the right place, peeps.
And it looks like the granny's up to her old tricks again. No pun intended.
Come on, Spies, we've got to destroy that machine.
You again? Guess next time I need to use the extra super sucking support hose.
There won't be a next time, Granny. We're not about to let you outsmart or outfight us again.
Fine then, you wanna play rough? Bubby, Papa, let's show them how we kick it old school.
How about a few exploding curlers flying your way? How about not?
For an industrial strength orthopedic shoe attack! Hi-ya!
You really do play rough.
Or my personal favorite, the old glass of chain handcuff barrage.
Very effective, ma'am. I can see why you like it.
I think it's time we turn things up a notch.
No fair! Is that any way to treat your elders?
Maybe not, but that's how we kick it new school.
Ha ha! Well said, Megan. Even if your breath still stinks.
Hey!
I don't know about you guys, but after fighting those seniors, I'm completely wiped.
Me too. Got any more homemade remedies to help us feel better?
Sorry, at After everything we've been through with the granny, I've done enough to save the environment. At least for a while.
Yuck! What's that stench?
I finally found my cologne. Or at least I thought I did. You guys want to explain?
Fine. I replaced it with organic lavender and skunk oil. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Open wide, my little beauty. It's feeding time. Yes, another successful experiment for the world's boldest scientist. Too bad I no longer have the money to do any real research.
Hello, Mr. Clark. Do you know why you're here this morning?
No, ma'am. Unless it has to do with that stinky sock prank I played on Tony and Mark last week in the locker room. But I swear, it was just a joke.
It has nothing to do with that. You're here because of the grade you got on your last French test.
Hey, not bad. A D- means I got at least one question right.
I'm afraid one correct answer isn't going to cut it, Lee. I think you could benefit from the help of a French tutor.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Huh? No, please, I don't need any help. I just need to try harder.
Don't worry. By the time I'm done with you, you'll be Frencher than the Eiffel Tower. And you'll be getting très magnifique grades. Meet me at Cyber Smoothie after school for your first lesson. Au revoir.
Hey, man, what's with the non-eating? You want a hunger strike or something?
No, I lost my appetite.
But today's Turkey Meatball Sub Day. It's your fave.
Forget it. Ever since S.H.I.E.L.D. signed Tammy up to be my French tutor, I've been feeling way sick.
Tammy's your tutor? Talk about cruel and unusual punishment.
Totally. I'll gladly take that hoagie off your hands, bro.
Huh? Whoa! What's happening?
Maybe the school's heating system's malfunctioning again.
Or maybe Jerry wants us to sweat off a few pounds. Whoop.
Afternoon, gang. Thanks for popping by.
What's with the extreme temperature, Jer? You prepping us for a high-intensity desert mission?
You aren't here for a mission. You're here to meet the agency's newest employee. The warm weather is to accommodate her needs.
A new employee? Is she cute?
Oh, she's cute, all right. In a grandmotherly sort of way.
Hello, children. So nice to see you again.
No way. It's that no-good geriatric baddie, the granny.
Relax, Spiez. She's been completely rehabilitated.
Yeah, right. I bet she's got more tricks up her sleeve than tissues.
Trust me, after a year of de-eviling therapy, she's ready to begin work as a villain consultant. Her expertise will help us better understand the criminal mind.
We're going to have so much fun together, dearies. Snickerdiddle.
Sorry, Granny, but we're not falling for your act again. Or your yummy cookies.
And now for your first assignment together. To check in on Dr. Victoria Brathwaite.
You mean that wacky scientist lady who turned herself into a bee?
She's recently been paroled, and it's your job to see that she's walking the straight and narrow.
Fine. But if you want us to pal around with former baddies, we're gonna need some impressive gear.
Very well. Today you'll be using the ferocious flash button camera, the molecular separating body spray, some tacky taffy made from the bacterium Colobacter crescentus, and from the experimental lab, the 60-second shrink salve. Just rub it on, and you'll be nano-sized for a full minute.
Nice spread, Jerry. But what about me?
Forget it. Gadgets are for agents only.
I'm afraid she's right, Granny. And now for your transportation.
Oh, I know. We can all ride on my scooter.
The Whoop van's waiting for you outside. Cheerio!
So, kiddies, what have you been up to since we last saw each other?
You mean the time you almost destroyed the Earth by trying to turn it into your own personal sauna? Not much.
Oh, dear me, wasn't I just full of mischief in my youth?
Your youth? Hello, that was last year, Granny.
So it was. Time sure moves slowly when you're in the slammer.
Okay, gang, we're approaching the house of Dr. Brathwaite.
In that case, it's time to get down to business.
Easy there, lady. Keep your hands where we can see them. Huh?
Oh my, aren't you on edge, sweetie? Maybe you need a nice little girlfriend to loosen you up.
Oh, great. It's Tammy. Hello?
Hello, Steady Buddy. Just calling to remind you about our after-school date.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. As much as I'd like to.
Awesome! A bientôt, my little French fry.
Did she just call you a French fry?
Aw.
Okay, peeps, let's get this over with.
Not so fast. We need a more subtle approach.
Why? We're just checking on Dr. Brathwaite.
I know how the criminal mind works, and if she's up to something shady, we need to catch her in the act.
And the 60-second shrink salve's just the thing to help us sneak in.
Awesome! Maybe I can use this stuff to sneak away from Tammy.
See anything unusual?
You mean something other than you, me, and a former villain, all the size of lawn gnomes, hanging together in a random kitchen?
Oh, my, aren't you a spitfire? You remind me of myself, Megan.
Ugh. Is that supposed to be a compliment, Granny?
Okay, enough chit-chat. All clear in this room, guys. You find anything?
Yeah, Dr. B's up to her usual freaky research, this time involving plants.
Looks like she's trying to fuse her DNA with their DNA. Oh.
Help me!
Guys, I think we need backup.
Uh-oh. Sounds like our non-mission's heating up.
Everyone form a human chain.
Okay, guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks! For a second there, I thought it was gonna be plant food.
Speaking of seconds, wasn't our 60-second shrink up about 60 seconds ago?
Dude, you're right. We should be back to normal size by now.
So much for the sneak approach.
So, find anything interesting?
Interesting? More like creepy.
Don't worry. My research is way too underfunded to be anything more than just experimental.
Would that be quirky experimental or evil experimental?
Funny, I was just about to ask the same thing.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Dr. Brathwaite.
I'm the granny, former bank robber turned whoop villain consultant.
A former bank robbery? How interesting. Maybe we could get together sometime and swap stories.
Sorry, dearie. I no longer hang with your kind.
I guess the old girl doesn't like me very much.
Can't say I blame her. We'll, be in touch, Dr. Brathwaite.
So what do you think? Dangerous bad gal or harmless kooky scientist?
I'm not sure, but what I do know is we can't whoop arrest someone just for having hungry plants.
You're right, Mark. Even if we're suspicious. At this point, we can't prove she's up to anything bad.
So, what's our next move?
We bring the van back to Whoop and give Jerry the mission update.
Then, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to my afternoon knitting class. Oh, how I love being a good guy.
I know something you'll love even more, Granny.
Lee, last time I checked, Whoop was about 30 miles in the opposite direction.
I know, but the sooner we return the van, the sooner I see Tammy.
Sorry, buddy, but it's time to face your fears.
That's right. So get ready for a Tammy-tastic tutoring sesh.
Well, as long as we're waiting for the boss man, how about some spillage?
Spillage?
Yeah, about who we trust less, Dr. Brathwaite or the granny.
It's a toss-up. They both make the hair on my neck stand on end.
Hey, Jerry, what's happening?
Unfortunately, a robbery in progress at a major gold reserve.
Don't worry, we're on it.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Lee, but I'm afraid you're already late for your tutoring session. As for the rest of you, it's back to the van.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, mon chéri.
Whoa, thirsty much, Tammy?
No, silly. The smoothies aren't for drinking. They're props for our first leçon de français. Now, repeat after moi. Bleu, rose, jaune, mauve, vert.
Bleu, rose, jaune, mauve, vert.
Très bien! Now, let's move on to numbers. 1, 2, 3.
Is it me, or is this just too big of a coincidence?
What do you mean?
1 minute Jer springs the granny from the can, the next minute we're investigating a gold heist.
Hey, you're right. She's a former bank robber. She must be involved. Wah! Look out!
Okay, minor setback.
Then it's time for a major response. The van's super tire inflation function ought to do it.
Awesome! With tires this ginormous, we'll catch up to the granny in no time.
Come on, guys. It's time we went after our villain with some kick. You may have fooled Jerry, Granny, but we're totally on to you.
Huh? You're not our geriatric baddie?
Well, whoever this baddie is, we need to stop her before she makes off with the gold.
Say no more.
Don't worry, guys. Even if we can't see, the ferocious flash button camera can.
Nice move, Tony. Too bad Lee wasn't here to see it.
Thanks, but the pic only shows a partial plate.
Don't sweat it. Jerry will have it analyzed in no time.
Hello, gang. How's it going?
Great! Except for the part where the gold thief just escaped.
But we did find a clue.
Well, you know what they say. A clue is worth 1,000 captures.
They do? How come I never heard that saying before?
Because I just made it up.
Well, we survived our mission. I wonder if Lee survived his.
Does that answer your question?
You okay, buddy?
Okay. Tammy ran me through the ringer. We learned French colors, French flavors, French shapes, French animal names, even how to do French manicures.
Look on the bright side. With all that tutoring, your grades are guaranteed to improve.
Wonder who that could be.
Hey there, my little French toast! Ready for our evening study sesh? Trust me, if you want to get an A on your next test, it's gonna
Spiez, over here.
Oh.
Can you hang on a sec, Tammy?
I hope this isn't a bad time, but I just found out the van at the gold heist belongs to Dr. Brathe.
So much for her being on the straight and narrow. We'll head back to her house right away, Jer.
Excellent. I'll send the chopper.
And what about the granny? Is she coming with us?
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get in touch with her. You'll have to proceed without her.
What do you think? Should we do another shrink and sneak in?
Nope. This time we're going right through the front door.
Awesome! The molecular separating body spray never disappoints.
I knew my plan would work.
What can I say, dearie? You made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I can go from whoop consultant back to the bank robber I was in my youth.
With the fancy DNA fusing machine I just bought, my research can go from experimental to reality.
No way! Are you guys catching all of this?
The part where Dr. Brathwaite used her wacky research to make the granny young again?
Or the part where the granny stole a bunch of gold to help Dr. B become a Venus flytrap person.
Oh no! Tammy just texted wondering why I left her outside the front door.
Well, look what we have here. 4 little spies.
Don't worry, Dr. B. They're no match for the new, younger me and my knitting needle nunchucks.
I gotta hand it to you, Doc. You sure are original.
Dr. B's one of a kind, all right, and she'll be even more unique when she makes her transformation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to relive my glory days.
I hope transformation doesn't mean what I think it means.
Does this clear things up? I just couldn't stand by and watch humans destroy the world's plant life. So, I've decided to become a plant that destroys humans. Wow! Now get ready to be my first meal.
Great. So now the granny got away and we're about to be eaten by a giant plant lady.
Maybe not, dudes. I've still got one gadget left. The tacky taffy. Oh, if only I could reach it.
Chill, bro. I've got you covered.
Now that's what I call teamwork.
Sweet! Looks like her first meal's gonna be her last meal, too.
I've got Jerry picking up Dr. B at her lab. Now all we gotta do is find the granny. But how?
She said she was going to relive her glory days. If we can figure out what that means, maybe we'll know where she's going.
According to the Whoop database, the granny knocked off City Savings and Loan when she was 21.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's head downtown.
Welcome to City Savings and Loan. How can I help you today?
You can hand over all your loot.
Are you joking?
Does it look like I'm joking, Sonny?
Freeze, Granny! Whoop employees don't steal!
But infamous bank robbers do.
Hey! No fair!
All's fair when it comes to taking out nosy Whoop agents.
What's fair is you going back to prison, Granny.
Yeah, 'cause it's clear you're always gonna be a baddie.
Now let me show you how we young folks roll. Hey-ya! Hey! Ouch! My hip!
Uh-oh! I think you really hurt her, Megan.
Ha-ha! Gotcha! That's it, Granny. You're not gonna fool us with your old lady routine anymore. How about I fool you with a judo move instead? Pick that one up from a sumo wrestler in the Whoop prison yard.
Okay, no more Mr. Nice Spy. You're done for, Grandma.
Hey! In my new youthful state, these spies are going down like bowling pins.
You may be young, Granny, but you're not as young as I am.
Hey! Take that! Ouch, my eyes!
Looks like the whippersnappers won again.
Time to hand out the gold stars, Clarks, because we just took out 2 baddies.
I must admit it was quite spectacular. And with the Granny and Dr. B back at the holding facility, I couldn't be more proud.
Well, Lee, it looks like you did it. Thanks to Tammy's tutoring, your D- is now an A+.
No way! I guess hanging out with Tammy was worth the trouble.
I'm glad you think so. Because after all the time she spent helping you, Tammy's A+ in gym class has dropped to a D-.
Which is why you're gonna be tutoring me now.